Alright, we're on the back side. We're going to draw a net of the figure, then find x, the lateral area, the surface area, and the volume. Alright, well, first of all, what I notice is that if this is 13 and this is 5, then this has to be the third of the Pythagorean triple. So what I'm going to do is 5 squared plus x squared equals 13 squared. Well, that's 25 plus x squared equals 169. So therefore, when I subtract 25 from both sides, I get x squared equals 144. So x equals 12. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to construct a net where I unfold this whole thing. So first of all, I'm going to fold down this side. That's going to be 5 long. Then it's going to be 12, and then the last one 13. So 5 plus 12 plus 13 is 30. And the width of the main section of this, the walls in other words, will be 3. So this is going to be 30 by 3. So I'm going to start by marking just 3 here, and then count off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so that this represents the back. And then I'm going to do another 12. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that's going to represent the middle or bottom section. And then I'm going to do another 13. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 by 3. And that's going to be the front. Then you look at the wings. Well, how far out do the wings go? Same distance as this. So that's going to be 5 here. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so from the 5, go to there, 5. And then another 5 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that also will attach to there. And that will be a net of this prism. So yeah, x was 12. Now let's see, the lateral area will be the area of this section, and this section added together. So this one is 15 because it's 3 times 5. This one is 36 because it's 3 times 12, and this one is 39 because it's 3 times 13. So 39 plus 36 is 75, plus 15 is exactly 90 units squared. The surface area is the same thing plus this and this. So this is 12 by 5 divided by 2, so that is 30, and this one is also 30. Again, 12 times 5 divided by 2, because after all they're triangles. 30 plus 30 is 60, 60 plus 90 is 150 units squared. Not so bad. Last, we need to find the volume. Well, the volume is going to be the area of one of these triangles, which is the same as this triangle here. So that will be 30 times the distance between the triangles. Well, this triangle to the back triangle, how far across is it? 3. So 30 times 3 is 90 units cubed. That's all there is to it. Alright, next, we got this one. We got to name the type. We got to find the area and the perimeter. Well, this thing is called a kite. And the area formula is diagonal 1 times diagonal 2 over 2. So first of all, we got to figure out how far all of this is. We do know how long this is. This is 18, but we got some Pythagorean theorem to do here. So, by the way, that should be 15. And for those of you who didn't get that, I'm really sorry. It should be 15. Is that even right? You know, that's not even right either. Ah, silly me. Ridiculous, terrible. 12. I'm sorry about that. So 12, 9, and anybody? Well, it's 9 squared plus 12 squared equals x squared. That's 81 plus 144 equals x squared. And that's 225 equals x squared. That's x equals 15 right there. Okay, so we've got that one is 15. Now we need to find this one. This is important. So 41 will be our hypotenuse. So it's going to be 9 squared plus x squared equals 41. squared. I'll give you a hint. 9 is 81 plus x squared equals 41 squared. You might not know this is 1681, which is remarkably convenient because it ends with an 81, which means we can subtract 81 and get 1600. In other words, x squared equals 1600. Well, that's pretty easy because the square root of 16 is 4, and the square root of 100 is 10, and 4 times 10 is 40, which makes a lot of sense right there. So anyway, kite, diagonal 1 times diagonal 2 divided by 2. Again, sorry for this. This is 12, not 16. But 12 plus 40 is 52 times 18 divided by 2 will be our answer. So 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 5 is 40 plus 1 is 41. This is going to be 52. It's going to be 936 divided by 2, which is 468 units squared. Alright, the perimeter, well, with this we found by the Pythagorean theorem is 15. This is also 15. 15 plus 15 is 30. Plus 41 is 71. Plus another 41 is 112. 112 units. And that's that for the kite. Now we've also got this trapezoid. How do I know this is a trapezoid? Well, this side is parallel to this side, but this side is not parallel to this side. And it's not an isosceles trapezoid because this and this are not congruent. Alright, not everything is made clear here, but I'm pretty sure that this has to be 12 because it's equal to that. This distance, well, if this is 20 and this is 15, then this has to be 5. So we got the Pythagorean theorem here, which is 5 squared plus 12 squared equals x squared. That's 25 plus 144 equals x squared. That's 169 equals x squared. So x here equals 13. Alright, very interesting. This is called a trapezoid. And the area is going to be base 1 plus base 2 over 2 times height. So base 1 here is 20, base 2 is 15, so 20 plus 15 is 35, so it's 35 over 2 times 12 over 1. If you notice, this is always a good way to do it. Instead of dividing and then multiplying, I prefer to reduce. So what I end up with is 35 times 6. Well, 30 times 6 is 180. 5 times 6 is 30. So I know that the area is going to be 210 units squared, which is much easier than dividing 35 by 2 and then multiplying by 12. Alright, the perimeter, 20 plus 12 plus 15 plus 13. 20 plus 12 is 32, plus 15 is 47, plus 13 is exactly 60 units. Alright, here we are with the sphere. The surface area is going to be 4 pi r squared. So if the radius is 6, 6 squared is 36, so it's 4 times 36, or 144 pi units squared. 144 pi units squared. The volume is going to be 4 over 3 pi times the radius cubed. So what we're going to have is 6 over 1 times 6 over 1 times 6 over 1. I do notice that I can reduce here, and what I end up with is 4 times 2, which is 8, times 6, which is 48, times 6. 48 times 6 is 288 pi units cubed. Not so bad. Just got to know the formulas. Again, 4 pi r squared and 4/3 pi r cubed. Alright, here we have a cone. Alright, I see a 7 and a 25. I've got to find the height. That's going to be Pythagorean theorem. It's going to be 7 squared plus 8 squared equals 25 squared. You know what? H is 24. Just save you the time. Everyone knows the Pythagorean theorem. Alright, the surface area is going to be the area of the base, which is 49 pi, because that's the area of that circle, plus